Good morning, welcome back. Today we've got a product review. Okay, so if you'd like to know more about these kangaroo boots, the Hoka Carbon X2, you might want to stick around. Okay, let's get started. Don't you just love new shoes? Okay, so what are these shoes? What are they for? They're a fairly lightweight shoe that's designed for people who want to run fast over a long distance, you know, marathon at a fast pace. Yeah, the features of them. Okay, so you're talking full Hoka stack height on them. Carbon plate, which if you turn them over, you can see the carbon plate in the base. It's a road shoe. The uppers look reminiscent of most modern Hokas. It's this like fabric. There are no welded overlays on it. It's got this quite extended heel on it, and then there's the Marmite. Love it or hate it. There's this, it extends out of the back. Right, why did I buy them? Okay, I'm not a super fast runner. Be nice to run a little bit faster though. We're coming out with, we've all been stuck with COVID now for ages, not being able to race, and so I suspect a lot of us are looking at in our diaries, and finally there's a race on the horizon. So I've got both a half and a full marathon coming up in the autumn, and it would be nice to just pick up the pace a bit. Most of the time I run off-road, and I favour, you know, a high volume, low heart rate approach. I just love getting out in nature really, and I use a Mafate Speed 3. If you're interested in Mafate Speed 3, I have reviewed these before. For those of you who are interested, they're about 450 miles in now and holding up well. Lots of cushioning, no breakdown. So yeah, I like them. They suit me. However, it would be nice to run a little bit faster come race day. And for me, the greatest to improve my pace, probably the best thing I can do is increase my stride length a little bit, increase my cadence as well, perhaps a little bit if I can. But the biggest benefit is probably increasing my stride length. So I have been working on that, doing one short session a week, not when I'm running super fast, but I'm just deliberately trying to work on my running form, increasing my stride length a little bit and working on the kick action, trying to get my leg further back, strengthen the muscles and get into that. And so I thought these might help with that. Having the carbon plate in it and giving you more of a rebound, that it might help. Also, you know, obviously if I'm racing, I'm going to be running on the road. So for running on the road in a race, I wanted something that was slightly lighter and a road shoe rather than one that's got massive studs on the bottom. And I'm a big fan of Hokas. So yeah, everything I talk about, you have to take into account the fact that I'm a fan. So obviously I'm going to go for a Hoka of some form. So why these ones though? Okay, so for me, the things that appealed to me were, one, it's a full stack height shoe. Two, the carbon plate to give me some energy return and help me move a bit faster perhaps. 3, I get pains in the long bones of my foot, and I've got quite a low arch, and so that's one of the reasons I wear Hokas, is that they give me the additional support that I need. So Hokas do light race shoes like the Rincon. However, they're very flexible, and my experience is if I wear a flexible shoe, I get pains in my feet and end up injured. So these ones, because they've got the carbon plate in them, they don't flex. Very much like the Speed 3s. I mean, the Speed 3s are, you know, you're using the rocker motion. These, you've got the rocker motion plus the carbon plate. So that was actually quite attractive to me, having the carbon plate, because it makes it stiff, which means that I'm not going to hurt my feet, hopefully. The previous Carbon X's, the first generation, didn't have this thing on the back, this thing. And from what I've read, I didn't buy those because I didn't think they would suit me, because I'm more of a heel striker. And the original ones, from what I read, they were much better for a midfoot or forefoot striker and didn't really support a heel striker. And that's what this thing on the back's for. It's to support even heel strikers and guide them right the way through their action. So yeah, I mean, obviously, love it or hate it, but frankly, once you've got the shoe on your feet, you can't see that. So who cares? I certainly don't. And frankly, if it helps, I'm all for it. So yeah, so what I wanted to do with this shoe is to be able to work on my running form action, you know, put them on once a week and put them on for those faster session and one where I'm deliberately working on my form, and then come race day to be able to strap them on and go and run a bit faster. Right, well, what are they like? Let's go and take them out for a road test and find out. Back in a minute. Okay, my first impression was really comfortable fit, dialed in fit, upper is very comfortable, and a really soft feel. I was expecting them to be a lot harder, and they're not. They're very soft and comfortable. The next thing is, wow, energy return. Your leg kick's better, stride length is better, easier to run faster. In fact, they demand that you run faster. They don't want to run slow. It's a nice light shoe. I certainly noticed the difference. I mean, the Mafati Speed 3 I normally wear is what, 330 grams ish, and these were 266, which made a noticeable difference. So as a slower runner, I'm seeing a marked increase in my pace, mostly coming from my stride increasing. But what about a faster runner? Will they see a benefit? I'm going to ask my friend Jason, who can run, what, 3 or 4 minutes a mile faster than me. Let's see what he makes of it. Do you want to swap and try the other ones?
Yeah.
And value your opinion.
Okay.
If I can get them off. There's one.
I'm preparing to get my mind blown.
Well, it'll be interesting. I mean, it's just interesting because you're a much faster runner, but you're also you like a low stack height shoe, so it's polar opposites, isn't it?
You can try my bed nails if you want.
Yeah, I'll have. Yeah, I mean, I've run in things like these before, but I tend to, after a couple of miles, I end up hurting. Does it normally press onto the arch like that, John? Has it got a little bit of a?
No, there's no nothing.
I can feel it under the arch.
Do the road and that's it.
That's the road I can feel under my arch.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's the world pushing back.
You never know, I might find these are faster.
I don't want you to injure yourself though, they're not.
How much do they weigh?
170 with the insoles. I've taken the insoles out,
so basically it's like a pair of felt boots that an elf would wear out of a childhood story. Okay.
Anything to compare. Right. Finish back here?
Yeah, I'll do a full lap.
Okay.
And give us your...
I'll go as fast as I can.
And give us your honest impression whether it suits you or not. Okay. And he's off, look at him go. Yeah, so spoiler, he ran his fastest loop of the day. We're doing a half-mile loop. Increased his cadence from 197 to 200. Got his stride length up from 4.59 feet to 4.66 feet. So it's definitely doing something. Have a broken you? Go on.
Interesting. Not what I was expecting actually. Not, I suppose everyone says this, but they're not as heavy as they look.
No.
Yeah. I think they'd be good for a half marathon.
Yeah.
Probably less fatigue on the legs.
Certainly my takeaway wearing these is you are relying on nature's springs, your feet, aren't you?
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
And I found it noticeably more difficult to stretch my stride and kick in these because I've got flat feet. But I suppose not everyone's got flat feet. On the way back we chatted some more about it and we came up with another couple of observations. One that Jason noted was that it feels like you're running on a treadmill in that you're grabbing at the ground. It's normally you feel like you're going fast, your foot hits the ground, you slow down and then you speed up again. But because of the energy return in these, you feel like you're grabbing at the ground, and yeah, I felt that too. The other is that these are likely to last a long time. Unlike super light racing shoes, there's a lot more structure to these, and so you're likely to get 500 or 600 miles out of these rather than a couple of hundred. Okay, we're back. Right. Conclusions. So these, first off, if you're concerned about the carbon plates being uncomfortable, don't. They are incredibly comfortable. They are soft under the foot, comfortable for a long run, very comfortable. I was quite surprised. I was expecting them to be much more responsive and perhaps a little bit, not as comfortable on the longer run, but they're not. They're very, very comfortable. You could wear these all day long. Okay, another factor about them is they demand that you run fast. You can't do a grandad shuffle in these. They won't let you. The energy return is great. I mean, you hit the ground and then it really does kick you off and then give you it makes you much more propulsive. And so, yeah, you are going to run, as a result, you're going to run faster when you've got them on. That's good. What else? Yeah, so it does improve your leg kick action, definitely. And when I've been wearing these, I've seen a stride length increase of at least 10 centimetres on average over the run, and up to 15 on one of the runs when I really went at it. So yeah, and 10-15 centimetres per stride, if you add that up over the course of a half marathon or a marathon, that really adds up. So yeah, they're great for that. And that's the other thing. The other thing is it suits both a slow and a fast runner. So as we've seen, for me as a slower runner, They really help me with my action. They're great for that speed session. If you want to go out, if you've got somebody you can barely keep up with, bob a pair of these on once and give them a bit of a shock when they can't keep up with you. And for the faster runner, there's definitely an energy return. It makes you more, you run faster in them, as we saw when Jason wore them. So to round up, I love them. I'm very happy with this purchase. I will be wearing these for my speed work, and I should be wearing them to race in over a marathon distance. So yeah, they're great. Go buy a pair if that's if what I've said makes sense to you. Okay, take care. See you next time.